Today's the day, boys. Today, we're parting out this thing. We're taking all the aftermarket parts that are on it, and I've already got a lot of them called for on Facebook, so hopefully be selling those soon. I did sell my Breach shift arm this morning. It's only like 8:30, and I've already sold it. Made a deal this morning, so good for that. But there are plans with the funds that I'm getting from selling this stuff, so stay tuned, and we'll reveal those to you a little bit later. Let's start taking parts off. This is one good reason why you keep all your factory parts, so that you can replace it to stock whenever you try to sell the car and make a little bit of money off of them. Off of your aftermarket parts that you're selling, that is. Up in the attic, let's see. Performance parts. Oh, I have a green filter too. Turbo Smart Box. Need that. Should be everything. Look, I drew this picture back in high school. It's Tiger Woods. Ah, man, Sean's so good at drawing. This is the part I'm not too excited about. So in order to get the factory exhaust off, we had to cut it. So you can see here and here. So in order to put it on, we're gonna have to weld it. But the good thing is, there's a shop down the street that should be able to weld it. Fingers crossed it doesn't cost too much. And they can do a pretty good job in lining everything back up. Kind of a sad day. Always, anytime you're returning a car back to stock, it's kind of like a tear moment. But we're making money for more parts. I think we start with the easy things first. Let's do the shift knob that's in the car currently. It's a weighted shift knob, and we're gonna swap it back out for the factory piece, which is right here. So let's jump inside. Should be fairly easy, just unscrew. So to take this off, just a 15 mil, breaks right loose. Should screw off. And then next is this right here holding the spring in. Ta-da! Now we put the factory one back on. Put the factory piece on. This is like the little washer thing that holds the spring in place, so we'll go ahead and put that on. Oops, drop the shift knob. Make sure it's lined up and you're good to go. The next piece we're going to remove is the access port. And actually this thing, it had double-sided tape on it, and it was mounted right here. However, it fell the other day, and I went ahead and peeled off the double-sided tape, so I'm going to supply the new buyer with a piece of double-sided tape to go on there, put it in the original box, but now we got to unfetch this cord, which just loops over the steering wheel, comes down over here. And this was a cool trick thing you could do to have your access port installed without having this door open. You push the port back in up in there, pull the extra cord out, and you can see this white piece, it actually clips into this hole right here. But when you push it back, it allows the cord to feed through there, and you can hide all that excess cord. Pretty cool little feature. One thing to remember, before you go ahead and just undo all that, make sure you flash your car back to stock. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And then, bye-bye access port. Once you have your access port plugged in, you wanna go back to the main menu, and you're gonna scroll down and hit uninstall. And this is going to completely remove the access port from your vehicle. We're going to select that. So what it says is continue will completely uninstall the access port and restore the factory data, which is exactly what we want. So we're going to hit yes and proceed. It recommends a battery charger because the car is somewhat on but not running. It says do not turn off the vehicle or unplug.
Fortune with no annual contract.
While that's doing its thing, let's go ahead and grab the factory box that the access port came in and make sure we have everything in it so that when this is done, we just roll it up, put it in the box. I always kept it in the glove box, so it's right here. So here we have the box. Look, you can see where I kept the original cover and then the double-sided tape back piece. I keep everything. It's unreal. So here's the bag that it came in. And this isn't something that everybody's going to get when they buy a pre-owned access port. I still have 2 Cobb stickers left. So this guy's going to be able to rep Cobb on his Focus and be proud that he's running an AP3. So that's pretty cool. I know he's going to be excited about that. Yeah, so we'll keep that in the box for him. And I've actually got some of the factory plastics and twist ties so that it looks like it'll look new when he gets it. That way he doesn't feel like he's spending a lot of money for a pre-owned piece, and it's going to look good. So perfect. Car's beeping at us. It says uninstall successful. Please turn key to the off position for at least and wait 15 seconds before starting. So we're gonna hit this off. That's the last day we'll have an AP3. Meeting the guy at 3 o'clock today. He's gonna buy my access port. That's sad. But it's not, because we're buying more parts. Maybe for that car right there. Let's wait and see. So we're boxing everything up, guys. I just wanted to show you. This is double-sided tape. It's made by 3M and Scotch. I hope you can see that. But we went ahead and slapped a new piece on the back of this for him. All he's got to do is peel that red off and he'll be able to use it as a mount and it'll stick. It's good stuff. I believe it's the exact same stuff that was on it when I got it. One key thing when you're selling stuff online, it's to be as reputable as possible. Treat them like you would want to be treated, like you would want to buy a pre-owned part. Get it as good to new as possible. And online, that's going to save you, because it's so easy to spread bad rumors about people and say negative things, and then everybody knows about it. Not too many people talk about the good things, and not trying to brag on myself, just give you guys tips for selling pre-owned car parts on the internet. This will make you a reputable seller, a good person, and people will trust you and want to come back and buy the stuff that you're selling. So just a couple tips for you guys. So that is shift knob, access port out of the way. Next is we're going to remove the Turbo Smart blow-off valve and put my mount tune bypass valve back on. That's the one that came on the car, so while it's not a factory piece, it did come on the car like that to me, because this does have the mount tune upgraded kit. I think it's the P275 kit or something, intercooler intake and bypass valve and some couplers and charge pipes and stuff. So jack this up, passenger side wheel. It's 3 Allen head screws. It's out, put the new one back in, easy peasy. You gotta remember to break your nuts loose before you jack it up. Bad joke. It's almost embarrassing how dirty this car is. I need to clean this off. What that is the tire stuff that's on there from the drive-through car wash. Oh, it just gets worse today. Oh. Ooh, sign me up, Kurt Busch. And it's gonna be hard to tell because it's so dark in here, but back in there is said blow-off valve. Just so you guys can see the difference, this is the Turbo Smart Compact 50/50 blow-off valve. So 50% gets recirculated, 50% blows off to atmosphere. These are the Allen screws that came out of it. And this is my mount tune bypass valve, so nothing goes to atmosphere, it all gets recirculated back into the system. They each have their own benefits. I think this one mostly for sound. This one obviously to keep the boost in the lines, and easier for spooling the turbo, I believe. So put this one back in, and then I'm gonna clean this one up real nice. I still have the factory box that it came in, all the pieces. Put that up and I'll show you guys how that's packaged once I'm done. Is Daddy working hard? Yeah. Boom, just like that. The Turbo Smart is off, mount tune is on, and now we can package it up. We need to torque those down first though, so let's do that. Before we package this up, we want to make sure it looks clean and new, like I said before. So I'm just going to take some warm water on a rag, wipe it down real nice. That way it doesn't hurt the part at all, but it also cleans it up and gives it a new look. Scrub, scrub, scrub. There we go. Turbo Smart, 50/50 blow-off valve. Everything's looking fresh. Put that all back in the box. Hardware in the box. Everything's sealed up. And now we have a Turbo Smart 50/50 blow-off valve for sale. If anybody wants it, hit me up. Well, I wasn't thinking on the next part we have to take off the mud flaps. Those also came on the car, but while I had this dirty looking wheel off, I should have taken it off. But the good thing is I believe I can fit the screwdriver that I need in there, or basically like a ratchet head with the Phillips on it to get all of those screws out and get the mud flaps off. They are dirty, but once again, like I said, everything's gonna be clean before I sell it. I wanna make sure whoever gets them gets like new parts. So let's take these bad boys off. So this is the setup I'm using. Little Phillips head inside of a socket on a ratchet. We should be able to get in there and get these bad boys off. That works. I gotta talk loud because the car's still on. One thing I need to do though is take off the clips that are on behind here. These things, those go with the Rally Armor mud flaps. So we don't want to shortchange somebody on those. I need to pull those out. In the rear, we went ahead and took the wheel off just because it made it easier. Remove these two screws up here. Now you can't see. We're gonna remove those two screws somewhere up, right there. These two, took the wheel off, make life easy. Looks like there was actually 3 screws that I had to take off, and there's these spacers, so you want to make sure you have them. There's 2 more over there. So big and small on each side. Clips, screws, good to go. The rears are off. Can you put those in the bag? Thank you. Okay, we got the front side, the back one. Let's go to the other side. Come on.
Let's go.
Back. All done. Good job. Give me a kiss. Oh, you want knuckles first. Kiss. Give me a kiss. Thank you.
Daddy
has dirty hands. So while I have a very nice camera, the one I'm filming on here, I also have an iPhone, and many people have these smartphones with great cameras on them, which work great for taking pictures of car parts. You don't have to have the best camera to make them look good. An iPhone will do the trick. One thing you do want to do though is make sure that your lens on the back is not dusty, making the parts look the best they can be. So here we go. Show you guys live. Taking a picture of the parts, get some close-ups. And just like that, you can post these online and sell them. Now, if you're curious on like a full rundown on how to sell used car parts, I did make a video of that. So look up top, click on that annotation, and you'll be able to watch that video. I think it's full of great, helpful hints. Now, we've got to go meet some people and sell some car parts. So, be right back. Just got back from selling my little weighted shifter that was in the car. Got solid 40 bucks for that, so not too bad. Now we are moving on to the exhaust. Yeah, buddy. I've already started a little bit here, but not gonna run you through it. If you wanna know how to install or uninstall the exhaust, depending on which one, go watch my video. Another link right here on installing Cobb catback exhaust. If you wanna uninstall it, watch the reversal. Make sense? Cool. I'm gonna knock this out real quick. Alrighty, fellas, I have the Cobb exhaust taken off. It's over here, and I have, let's see, the muffler is in the trunk there. I gotta take that to go get welded on. It's gonna sound funny because it doesn't have a muffler on it. Luckily, I'm not driving very far. I'm literally driving like 1 mile. There's a guy, or there's a shop right over here called Mansfield Muffler, or whatever you wanna call it, and they're gonna weld it on for me. Hopefully they're not too busy. So we're gonna roll up there and see if we can't knock this out. Let's listen to this thing though. It's gotta sound funny. Not too bad. It doesn't sound terrible, and it's still got some good noises from the green filter, so not bad. Let's hit the road. The hardships of working on a car, I don't know if you can tell that, but got a good nick there. And then my elbow, that one is a killer, man. It doesn't look terrible, but it just like dead elbowed me. Anyways, factory exhaust is back on. The guys welded it up. It was only 20 bucks, so not bad. So the car is officially back to stock, boys. There is nothing aftermarket on it besides, I guess, a green filter and the easy lip front lip. I do need to take this stuff off. If you've seen my video on how to take off car numbers, I'll link that one. 3 videos linked in 1 video, man. You guys are gonna have a lot of good videos to go watch. I do want to thank Cobb once again, man. They came on board to help me build this thing up to what it was. Just unfortunately, life's calling me in a different direction for a daily driver. Just different needs in my life. I need a truck now, and so that's a hint at maybe what I'm getting. I haven't really talked to you guys too much about it. She's back to stock. She's dirty as all get out. I need a washer. This is not good advertisement if you're trying to sell a car. But I've got a Cobb exhaust over here for sale. Hit me up in the comment section below if you need it. I've got it posted to the local Facebook group, so hopefully it sells pretty quick there. I'm actually going to meet a guy later today to offload the access port. Once again, I want to thank you guys for watching. It's been Sean, our Mustang 09. If you liked the video, make sure to let me know down below by hitting the like button, comment, leave something, question, or just some, I don't know, some form of advice to make me feel better about having a stock daily driver again. And as always, make sure to subscribe. And follow me on my social media stuff down in the description, as well as my Twitch channel. I've been streaming COD World War II. Fun game. I love it. Come chat with me. We can talk about whatever. It's just a good time. So thanks again for watching, boys. It's been Sean, our Mustang 09, and we'll catch you next time. Take it easy, boys.